Hello, Joe. Hello, 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 hello. I know you're at home. Hello, Dazzle You going good? Ah, yikes, what you two like? Swear to God, you two are fucking freaks. What do you mean turning? Oh, I'm so glad chat's gone to this shit. Yeah, I do. Right, yeah, okay. So we actually have. We're not using Arma FreeSync and we're not using Steam. We have our own installer that does all the work for you, just to make it absolutely so much easier. For instance, at the moment, our installer is there, and it's currently compressing all the files into what it needs. So currently on most modded servers, is it a virus? I mean, I can make it into a virus if that's what you really want, but no. Um, it's a perfectly legitimate program. We can even show you links to where you can get it from, which is on one of the Arma sites. No, no, I don't want to. We've done this before. We've looked at Takistan. In fact, we made a Takistan server, and it was fucking awful. Um, Takistan servers are up so quickly, and they go so quickly. Um, but this is it. You know, most people they want to go in, they do the Taki server, they go around, they blow some shit up, and it gets boring very fucking quickly. Um, Now, one thing we are using Altis, you know, and it's a lot different. We are doing different things with it. For instance, one of the reasons we went with Altis is because we do have a naval aspect to this. You can buy submarines, you can buy ships, you can buy um, fully crewed as well. You can buy cargo vessels. Thank you for the follow there, Chris. Um, one of the things that I'm currently working on at the moment is just to make it, thank you Deza, make it slightly different, is we've created a zone around the bottom part of the island, and one of the things we're going to be doing with this zone is we're putting in a lavatory that was dealing with infected viruses that went wrong. So we're basically going to be adding a zombie aspect to the bottom side of the map here. And within that sort of zombie aspect, you've got a set of different points you would have to go to get all the ingredients you need to create the antivirus. And the antivirus is going to be sort of like an end game thing, which you'll then sell at another part of the island for quite a lot of fucking money. As well as sort of incorporating other bad runs, like we've got the black market down here, chop shop, all that sort of stuff. Suicide bomb. We have got things like suicide bombers coming in. Yeah. Fuck, I use GeForce now and can't install installers. What do you mean? I don't get what you're on about. We have got all the trucks and stuff coming in as well, which most people have asked for. Hello, Salty, how you doing? So we've got a whole bunch of trucks. We've slowly been redoing Kavala, adding some buildings in, changing the trees up, adding a bit more greenery into it. We're not going to go as deep as Zulu Life, where they've completely altered the source code. Fuck knows how they did that or where they even got that from. But yeah, so that's been sort of slowly changed. We've got things like the helicopter stores and that. Can't install shit on the computer, like I just get Arma free and Workshop. I can't install anything else. I mean that confuses me. In all respects, that confuse. I don't get how you can get Arma free and yeah. I mean, we can work this in two different ways. We are definitely 100% having an installer. It's all set up now. It's all been yeah. I know, you just double click it, install, and in fact I can show you kind of what it does. Let me try and find it. The release isn't too far away, to be quite honest. We're now in the process of getting all the admin side stuff done. I've still got a bunch more vehicles to put in. For instance, we've got over 400 plus vehicles in it currently. There's going to be about 800 by the time we're finished. There's 200 or 300 different guns. Let me just quickly get this installed up so you can kind of get the idea. Let me have a look. This isn't our final version of it, mind you. Where is it? Up. Hang on. Let's go to my program files. Can you add the banana bus? Program files. Browsing. I believe that's it. Okay, so that's our installer here. Right, so this isn't our interesting. Yeah, so this isn't our final version of the installer. We're still working it out and getting it all sorted. But it sets pretty much everything. At the moment, the installer is doing some work on itself. So you just literally click over that or the home button, and as you can see, it starts downloading all the mods. Downloads it straight up, launches the game, happy as fucking days, it's all done. I'll close that second because it's still in a process of doing things. Hi Jim. The RDMI Canav. Oh, okay, I guess. I mean, I can show you a temporary working version of the server if that helps kind of show where we are at the moment. Let me just launch it up. Give you a bit more of a better idea what the server looks like. Show you the car shop as well. I'll show you, Dazza. You'll see the HUD in a second. This is just launching the server locally for me. HUD still has got a little bit. I need to move some bits slightly upwards to help with Task Force Radio. Right, okay, let's just save this a second. Now, a lot of problems with a lot of the modded servers recently is the fact that they come up and then they're down within what, a day of them launching. And this is thrown ANSYS massively up into it. It's one of the only massively stable servers out there. Now, if people know anything about our servers, they're not up. We just sit there and we work on them continuously. And this is one we've been really pushing towards. We've done a fair few of them, but this is where we're actually really working hard on at the moment. Now, when you launch up through the mod launcher that we have, it will chuck you straight into the server. I'll go on as just as a civilian at the moment. Not really. Got a pretty shit PC. Why must I have a good PC for it? Because I can run this. The server's only running a local server. As you can hear in the background then, it just beeps a little bit to say that the Task Force Radio was pushing in. Okay, so you come in, you've got the spawn screen, all different sort of places you can spawn at. Some of them you have to sort of make your way around. Right, okay, so here's the HUD. Let's have a look at somewhere that's easy for the HUD. Okay, so for the HUD, you've obviously got on the bottom right hand side, you've got your food, your thirst, your health, and your current level of XP in the game, and you've got your main bank money on the right hand side. Your icons are on the left hand side, which would be like your seat belts and your muting. Your Y menu is this. Obviously I've got a lot of stuff on here because obviously this is where I'm deving the game at the moment, all the different licenses and stuff. So we have a perk system. You might recognize it from ANSYS because of it's a paid asset. So we obviously bought the same asset. Now everything that we do we put into different categories. So as you can see here, these are the categories we have at the moment. We've got a lot more coming up to them, but they've all been categorized in there. You've got a list of different actions if you want to do actions. Why not? Want to piss on someone when they're on the floor, then that's fine. There you go. Unzip. And you have a quick piss on him. Get the charge back ready. Okay. Obviously got sync. Now our data syncs like some of the servers out there do now. Does it automatically, but just in case, we do have a sync data button. We do have deployables. I'll show you that in a minute when you go into cops and into medics. Our settings, our view distances and stuff are set up for the settings. Keychain, pretty obvious. Gang management system. We have got a dynamic market coming, and obviously we do have the messaging system, which is there, except for because of this is just a spawning bit of gear, I haven't added the radio to it. You've also got things, let's look at myself something different, hang on. Let's see if I can find something with a bigger backpack. I don't think I have got anything with a bigger backpack. There's one called Yarny. There we go. Okay, there's a backpack. Okay, so one of the things that we've added in is we find out, especially when you have a Bergen backpack here, it's so fucking annoying trying to go around and you're in the middle of a battle. So you can press the infantry button, and down the side here you've got two different buttons. One is the fix naked bug, which is always a good one to have, and the other one is the locally hide your backpack. Voila, it's gone, disappeared. It is still there, everyone else can still see it, but your wise combat, it's not there anymore, so it just disappears. We have got all the stuff like advanced movement inside of it, so you can jump over things, jump around things. Why do we make it like a tablet screen? Because it's done so much. I mean, all it is aesthetics. People, for us to sit here, or for me to sit here and build a tablet screen into this, what are you doing? You're just looking at a picture in the background with the same metal features there. At least this is quite clean cut. It's quite nice. I quite enjoy it. All the icons I've reduced the size by half of what they were, so it just gives it a little bit more of a ability to see where you're going. They are all marked by the same icons. So the copper, you can see the copper mines here, the processing's up here, and the traders there. You just need to follow around. We have all different sorts of stores. So go have a look at. Now I haven't done the configs for the weapons yet. They are currently process of being done. Licenses, you get all different sort of licenses in the store. Once you buy them, they disappear from the list, so you don't need them anymore. In fact, I can show you that easy enough. So rebel license, let's just get some cannabis training. Got some cannabis training, and it's disappeared again. Do you plant the seeds? It's one of the things that can be added in as we go along. But no, cannabis at the moment, I wanted to base this as much off a normal Altus Life, but modded. Because I find people get really in depth about certain stuff. So cannabis currently is one of the older runs from an older, from a much better server. So, you know, got weed field, weed processing, and drug dealer. So you can sort of pop up from those sort of things. Oh, thank you, Pirate Pie. Much appreciative. Yes, Pirate Pie. I like. It is a better server. I am not gonna. I'm not gonna deny that. You know, it's my home. It's a place I love. This is totally different. This is modded. This is not even stepping on anyone's toes or fingers. This is something completely different. Plus, we got zombies, Pirate Pie. Everyone loves a zombie. So, yeah, I was going to show you the weapon shops. Where have I gone? Right, okay. So, weapon shops. Zombies, what? Yeah. Thank you very much for the follow, Jay. Yeah, so one of the things that I envisioned for this to make it slightly different is our bottom island. We are creating a zombie zone. So zombies will, and they're not here yet. They don't work yet. I'm still in the process of adding all the bits in to them. But yeah, zombies will spawn as you come onto this island, come through its main border, which is here, which I'm going to be redoing the border. And you'll come on and there will be a like an accident that had happened, a laboratory and stuff like that. Keeps me and Jim in his basement. I do, and then you're going to have to pick up one item from say here to get a recipe started, and another one, another one, another one, another one, all fighting zombies all at the same time with other players, because this will be classed as a full-on red zone. And then once you've picked those items up, you can then take them to somewhere else, say over here, which will then build them into a new sort of another item, a vaccine, as I say, and that vaccine you can take somewhere else and sell it. So it's kind of an end game run. Now, let's have a look at what some of the things that we've got. I keep on going to this fucking weapon store and I keep on disappearing. So our banks, yeah, fuck it. No, let's go to the weapon store. That's what we said I was going to do. So we're going to do that first. Let's go back up here. Okay, so the weapon store. So weapon stores quite nicely laid out. Once again, that's one of our other paid assets that we put in. Yes, that's exactly what's going to be happening. They're going to have a big new walls. So yeah, it's quite nicely laid out with the magazines and the attachments that you can have onto them. So for instance, I can say that, yep, I want to buy that. Let's add a round to it, and let's fuck it. Why not? Let's put a green hex ATO on it. Okay, there we go. Voila, and we've got ourselves our weapon. So simple as that. Right. Okay. Now we've had a look at weapons, we're going to have a look at some of the 400 plus cars that we've got inside of it so far. So we've got classic cars, and they're all going to be in different shops, and they're all going to be across the different map. We've got everything from Mad Max vehicles from the movies to supercars to everything going in here. We've got limousines, the absolute lot. So yeah, so we've got all different sort of style cars. Okay, let's take Brom out. Each have got their own inventory set up. Working light system, as you can see, the indicator on the left hand side works, now the indicator on the right hand side works. Driving a classic car around fucking Altus, why the fuck not? Okay, what else we got around here? We've got the electric car store. Yep, there we go. Just do a quick jump. Right, electric cars. I love the old Teslas. Which, by the way, I've got to admit, the Teslas sound fucking awful. See our XP system bar went down the bottom there. I fucking hate the sound of these Teslas. But they're quick. Quite nicely done inside as well. All with their own animations. All with their own little lights on. So Kavala Square, slowly becoming something, and yes, there's a train in the middle of it for some fucking stupid reason. I thought it was fun to put it there. Okay, right, let's get rid of that, we don't want that. Why would I want towers in Cap? It's one of our big shops, sedans. So the sedans list is rather extensive. A whole lot of different vehicles in, as you can see, in the sedan list, and we're barely even touching the absolutely minimal of it. I mean, these go all the way down to, as you can see, there's cars and cars and cars and cars. Down to your Bentleys. Organised price-wise as well. Got different speeding cars. one of my favourites. I do like that car. Oh, sit in the driver's seat. It's on the other side of this one. So yeah, cars, all fucking joyful. They do all have damage handling on them. The only thing that they let's try to get in something. They are quite strong as well. We've buffed up the strength of them. We've also made it so they don't blow up, which I seem to find in most modded servers. You get a car and within a second it fucking blows up, which is great. Our PD is very different, as you see. We've got all these new trees, which I think look a lot better than all the rest of them. It's our police department. So Civs can open the first one. They can't open the second one, but they can, if need be, jump over. There we go. And there are certain rooms that you can and can't get into. For instance, I can get into that one, but I can't get into this one as a civilian. Ah, see? There's no way for me to get through to it. We do have the old... what was it? We have the oil rig still here. There she is. So the oil rig is still within us. Be some fun. We have got a Liberty ourselves as well. Got a US Liberty Bank. I'll show you in a second the police side. We have got the Oracle Bank as well, which is over here. Oop. There she is. I'm probably going to change this out for something else actually, eventually. But for instance, that should be all done there. Alright, we do have, for instance, let's go. Well, this is going to probably be a quite bad idea. So they're probably going to blow up as soon as I bring them in. So I'll stick myself in God mode a second. We do have a wider range of different things. I've said about ships. We've got. Let's just try and bring the destroyer out. There we go. Oh fucking hell! Alright, just getting the ship. Okay, so for instance, we've got a destroyer, which can actually be operated. And all these are actually pilotable. If you need chief police assistant, yeah. So all these you can sit on. There is a and yes, we are. Look at that. This one's got passenger seats as well. That could all be filled up. So these can all be filled up and used with working displays as well. Beautiful. I love that. No, the vehicles they can be destroyed. The vehicles can be destroyed. They're just very difficult to be destroyed. And yes, the ships can also be sunk. This is the whole point of them. This is something that these are very end game ones. We've got a lot of smaller ones. We've got a lot of smaller ships, but we're talking about these are going to cost the mega bucks inside the game, and they're built for when we're going to have a couple of really good, well-paid runs within the ocean. And when you do those runs, you'll be fighting against the police, and the police can then have their own versions of these ships that can come. And with the ships, you can then take your whole gang and work as a team to fight against a police team. So, you know, the weaponry and all that sort of stuff is there. So let's get that there. Hello again, Jim. I'm about to make the UK enable super again for Arma 3. We have got subs as well. Let's get into sub. Obviously the sub's slightly through the ground at the moment, so let's just vehicle god that up a second. See if we can bring that back up. No, it's going to sit like that because it wants to sit on the water. But you get the picture. Let's stick it in the ocean. There we go. Now she's happy. So we have got subs with all internal inside as well. Once again, you can sit all around the ship. I wonder if there's... See, you can sit all the way around it. And I'd just like to point out if there's something else you've noticed. So we're in the ocean. Let's start moving forwards a little bit. In fact, let's get us a little bit further out into the ocean. There we go. Right, there we go. We're nice and deep. Now to one of the big things that you can do. How are you meant to initiate with a warship? Warships are one of those things that we're allowing to have initiation through text, which that is what would happen out in the sea. You know, you would pretty much do it through flashing lights and radio communications. But we do actually have, obviously, Task Force Radio, which we haven't quite decided how we're operating it through that yet. But, you know, Task Force Radio allows voice to travel faster and a lot of different things to work on. There is a depth control. For instance, periscope depth. I'm not touching it now. I'm not pressing a button. It's doing it completely automatically. You know, that absolutely automatically. I'm not doing a fucking thing to it. All right. Well, that's a good idea, Dazzle. We can have different radio frequencies. One thing that is great to notice in these subs, I'm not drowning. I love it. I'm not wearing a diver suit. I'm not wearing, mind you, I've got God mode on. I'll take the God mode off. There we go. I'm not drowning. I'm not having any issues inside of it. Still works perfectly fine. There is no need to have that sort of gear on when doing water stuff. But these would be a lot more fun to be used outside of it. Let me just pick up my wire, move myself around again. Let's just dump it over here. So, oh yikes! Right. Okay. Police. You want to have a look at the police? Okay. Let's have a look at police. Now the police uniform hasn't been finished yet. What we have currently in here isn't the police uniform that we are using, as it's all part of a pack that we've got already sorted that you download with this mod. Ba-bum. Okay. So yeah, you won't be in this. It's got its own police uniform. But one thing you will notice is now that I actually have the ability. No, I'm not going to be the police chief. No. No, I'm not taking any hardcore roles within anything. You know, we're looking for people to do that sort of stuff, and it's all the Discord, the information that we're doing with it. So police vehicles. These are the police vehicles that we have got. So you obviously get them at the different levels. So as you go up in the level of being a police officer, you get access to the different vehicles, and as they go up, they do get better. We are taking the approach that you as a cop you don't have to buy gear once again, but your gear is nerfed. You know, it's a lot less than what it was. We have things like SWAT vehicles. Yeah, we're using SWAT for this. We're not really, when it comes down to the police, we're just gonna call them police. We're not gonna base it on the UK. We're not gonna base it on America. We're probably gonna have UK ranking system, but we're not basing it off anything. As to say, I don't think that it will be a good idea to do so, because then you're trying to like make yourself into a one particular type of server. So yeah, we've got the light bar, which I think is pretty cool. There's all the different lights in it. We've got inside the car, turn the camera on. There we go. We have got the left and right signals as well of the car. That's roleplay, boys. The server will be exactly what the roads are built for. There's no way I'm going around the fucking whole island changing the signing system for everything. You see, my character now has complete access to the actual thing. But yeah, the weapon shops, at the moment, we've only got all the basic weapons set up, but we have got the new modded weapons being put in currently. Actually, before you saw that we can get into this door here. Now, as a police officer, I can get into the door. I can also see into the next room, which is quite nice. Also see into the room over here. Now, the idea of when you're playing police on this, you will be able to put your people in your holding cells until you have to deal with them. We do have. I'll show you the EMS stuff as well in a second. I fucking lost in my own police room. Right, okay, where are we? Up the stairs. Right. So we have got our bank and SWAT. Now SWAT is going to be something that you can just instantly click a button and you'll end up looking like SWAT. And it will choose between blue and red. Yes, Dazza, that was a one-way window. That was a one-way window, yeah. So yeah, at the moment, you can unlock the shop. And, you know, you get some better weapons in it, but that's not currently opened up yet. So you're not permitted, and then unlock it. Works. Okay, happy days. We also have the jail, which I know has been always a big thing for us boys with stuff. In Scotland, they don't even have windows down. The boys' mind must be blown. True. Right. So, but you know, we have included one of our old runs, which was always a very popular one, which is our DVD store. We've got 2 DVD stores now, one in Pyros, one in Kavala, and we have got the ability to then sell those DVDs, or sorry, to process them at Pawn Palace. There you go. You can go process them there, and you know, you've got a nice little sexy bed, a nice little camera watching, process the DVDs, watch them back, and send them, then sell them back to the hideout. Now, obviously, we've got big trucks as well. They're all coming in, so you've got your big trucks and trailers. So they're going to be worth of quite a bit of money when you get hold of them. We have got, obviously, once again, and oh yeah, of course, this isn't here at the moment because I haven't put the new mission file in. We have got a whole new prison, which if you really want to see, I can quickly upload the new mission file and show you the new prison. Let me just quickly put show you the EMS side of things. We know a lot of people aren't particularly excited about the fact it's Altus, but I actually am. I like Altus. I've always liked Altus. I think we're all comfortable with Altus. We know Altus. We know things we can do in Altis, and I think that's quite important. That is fucking awful, by the way. Ignore the red uniform. We have got the green one, and we've got other better uniforms coming as well. They're already there. Let's see, bit of a better one, got the old green one. But they don't. That's the funny thing. You say everyone hates it, but the biggest population on Arma 3 is people who play Altis. Whether you like it or not, it is Altis, and it's Altis in different ways. And you know, you then look at some of the German servers and stuff like that, where they've actually modded the Altis, and they're big, they're huge. And the reason we don't do it is because we're always trying to do something like the same old thing, which is that fucking map everyone always uses and modded. Yeah, it is a Milsim map. But you know, everybody uses the exact same fucking map. I mean, it's that god awful. Oh, somebody help me! Jackson Country, is it, or Lakeside, whatever it is? It's boring. It is so fucking boring. Yeah, we've got all the choppers. You know, we've got all the choppers and stuff like that. Choppers I haven't currently coded in. How about you map out the entirety of Kenya and use that as a map? Easy profit. You know, it is so it does get boring. Everybody wants, you know, oh, let's make a Takistan server, make a Lakeside server, but they're out there. And you're right, yeah, there's multiple of them. There's so many of them. What we don't have in the UK/American side of servers, we don't have a modded Altis. Yeah, we had the Gulf. Yeah, we had the Gulf Coast map, Bobby. But the big decision that we had to make between using Altis and the Gulf Coast was the Gulf Coast is constantly being updated. It's constantly having work done to it, and it is a beautiful map. I love the Gulf Coast map. It is a good map, but there is also a lot of things there that will cause a little more issues than actually help themselves. Where Altis is something we've built up. Use the DayZ map. Oh my god, fucking Chinaris. Hello, Wolf. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, you know, it's. If you think about it, a lot of people like these different maps for. Thank you for the follow, Crypto. You know, they like these maps purely for the fact that roads, like they see the dark or black roads, but these are the same fucking roads, they're just retextured. You know, and Altis I actually think is quite a good map, especially if you spend time on it and do something with it. Chinaris is for the OGs. I've always loved Chinaris. It was one of my favourite maps. I was big on Arma 2, loved DayZ, but just like Altis will when Arma 4 comes out, it'll die. You know, no one's going to want to play Altis on Arma 4. No one's going to want to play Chinaris on Arma 3. You know, they play it for different mods and stuff like that. Yeah, we are adding in the explosion shop. Bring back Panther, best Arma 2 map by far. Yeah, it was a good map, but once again, it's all about the buildings and its compatibility at the moment. What we've looked at is we want to obviously create a decent modded server with good, you know, some good content in it, some good stuff. You know, where it be the vehicles, the ships, the weapons, the things you can do in it, the features that you can do in it. If you add a map, you're adding, you know, just to add to Cup map, you're adding another 6-7 gigabytes on top of your folder. Now, the update program that we're using What we've done is we've also bought a separate module to it which compresses those files. So when we first, currently this mod is standing at about 14 gigabytes to download this mod. But what we have done is we've compressed all the files to they're about 6 gigabytes now. So you'll be able to just download 6 gigabytes and fucking get on the server. Happy days. I could add a 737. You mean this is the whole point? Why not? Why the fuck not? Oh, yeah, one of our shipwrecks has spawned. Um, why not add it? This is the whole point of such a large map. Is, you know, you can add things like that. Please put the twin towers in Cav. Fuck's sake. Oh, oh, the funny thing is, I probably can, but I'm not going to. I mean, we've got a McDonald's. I haven't textured it yet. Yeah. Oh, you know, this is the thing. I love GTA so much. I fuck it. You know, I love GTA. It's my home server. I love everything about it. I don't want to go as far as to copying some big things that they have. You know, the mosque is funny, but you know, I've designed this to be different. Um, don't give me that fucking shit, Bobby. I've already spoken about this. It's done. It is what it is. We've got the Kavala drug dealer. He's back. There you go. Batman the dealer. Gotta love Batman the dealer. Yeah. I will quickly, because we have changed a lot of this now. Let's put the new mission on. It won't take me 2 seconds. No, we're doing Altus now, yeah, but it's fully modded. We've actually been working it now for about 3 months now. It's got its own mod pack, the whole fucking lot at the moment. Good to see you, Snow, as well. Good to see you. Let me just stick this mission file in. Program files. Thanks for the follow, Bobby. Is the money getting rest? Yeah, everything's getting reset on the server. Yeah. You know, we haven't had the server up for months now. Of course, we're resetting. We have to reset it. I mean, we're talking about a major new mod that's coming onto this, and we have to do it properly. We don't want people starting a new economy being able to. Let me just put this into PBO. Being able to just jump in and get whatever the fuck they want. We are going to be doing a bit of a startup weekend, which will be quite good. I'm sure we'll add a whole bunch of stuff. What's the banks like? I'll show you that in a second. Let me just put this new thing up and just quickly reset the server, because I can show you the prison then as well. Let's paste that into there and restart the server. Okay, so server's coming back up again. Territory is one thing. We are Hackerman Batman, yeah. Yeah, the territory system, like the one we used to have, is definitely something I am looking into adding back into it. I do like the territory system. Was a good system, and I think it added quite a lot of stuff to it. Now, once again, this is probably going to be based on just the right hand side of the island, which I'll show you what I mean in a second. Make Rebel Island 24/7. I could do that, but you've also got the whole zombie thing in there as well, and I don't really think you want to fight the fucking zombies and the rebels at the same time. No, the initiation rules are actually going to be based on how I don't, I'm not even going to fucking get into it. I don't know 100%. That's kind of not my end of the department, but I think it was going to be a mix-up between how we know our initiation rules, how we're used to them, and possibly the clothing system. But the more we do look at it, the clothing system's looking quite a lot likely. The IP doesn't bother me. Seriously, Dave, it doesn't bother me. You can go and fucking take down an internet source. Crack on. All right, let's have a look. Oh, give us a second. So the big thing about this mod is should be releasing the mod of like the actual mod pack itself very shortly. That everybody can literally download because there's nothing more I'm really adding to it. Very nice picture, Bobby. Oh, I have to restart. Yeah, there's the mod pack is pretty much done. In fact, the mod pack has just finished, I believe. I hope so. Yeah, it has. Yeah, you can cancel that. Yeah, so gang I was in pretty much had half the map on Gulf Coast. Yeah, I remember you did. There will be a limited system. That's the big difference. It will be a limited system. Bobby, I'm not bringing back Gulf Coast. I don't think I can really work with Gulf Coast as much as I wanted to. As much as I'd like to say it, I don't think I can work with it as much as I wanted to. Mainly because Gulf Coast could be such an amazing roleplay map. There's just so much more to do. And I think with them changing a lot of the stuff, and he's constantly working on it, and where we are, you'd have to have that as a add-on on Steam, and I don't want to do that as an add-on on Steam. And then every time he updates you, you've then got to update maybe where you put this shop, or you've done this, or you put that, and it gets too much. I want something that is there. I know what it's there. It's not going to be changing. No one's going to be mucking with it, and I can easily work around it. Hang on a second. It's just coming up. You can, yeah, you can, but that mean I have to get permission from the guy who has made it. I think his game's Mike. Really, really, really good map developer. But once again, it's something that he's put his heart and soul into, and he's currently he's still working on. And because he's still working on it, he's not going to be really interested in letting it go to somewhere else. Just Michael, that was his name. Okay, well, this should work this time. No, donations haven't actually gone anywhere near me for the last, what, we've had Rage Gaming working for 9 months, 10 months. Never a penny's gone anywhere else but to the servers. Never has it gone anywhere else but to the servers. That's the whole point. We do this because we enjoy these things. We enjoy doing the servers. It's not because of, there's one particular one, the owners, Jim, has put a extortionate amount of money into this, and I'm absolutely fantastically grateful to the guy. Well over a grand has gone into just systems that have gone into this, yet alone hosting and stuff like that. Okay, right, let's see if this has worked. This might not work straight away because this is like, as you see, I've just moved this straight across. This is a new. We went here last time. Oh, it has moved. Went here last time, and all the buildings were still here, the 3 buildings. So let's go have a look what it looks like now. What anti-cheat are you using? We are using actually three different anti-cheats. We have got not only Infostar on it, we have got Battlemetrics, and we've also got Finistar as well. So we are using all 3 different anti-cheat sections on it. And there will be a whitelisting panel as well. Servers get BattleEye. What What are you on about? I'm not talking about battle eye, battle metrics. Um, are you not concerned that English server players don't really like Altus modded server? No, not really. I'm not. I'm not. I'm building it because it's something that I enjoy. I enjoy Altus. I think Altus has got more scope for what we are looking to do. Like I said, where we've got the ships and the submarines, we've got the planes, we've got all these different types of runs that'll be working around the whole island. Altus has got the size for it. It's exactly what I want it to be. And the fact that we can border off different zones, different things, like we've got the infected zone for the zombies. We'll have a wall across here, and this will be where you can capture your zones. There's going to be things happening all over the place. This is not just for this is for something that maybe people that haven't tried modded. Yeah, NATO will be back. People that haven't tried modded servers, and there is a lot out there. They might have not have tried it for the simple fact of it's quite difficult for people to understand how to even use a modded server. And one thing, with our installer that we've got is it's just boom, it's there, it's updated, and you're on it. And not only that, it's a map that these people who haven't got mods can see and use. All that's going to be done through Discord and the website. I think Jim can say about the Discord and the website. Jim tested there. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on at the moment. We're slowly building up this area here. That's prison cell. I'm sure you've seen it in other places. But yeah, we're making it so you can see your prisoners and that. There will be a weapon cache put inside here, the contraband. It's one of the big things that used to be in one of the old modded servers, and people used to enjoy it, but they took it away. Arseholes. Obviously, as a civilian, you can't get into these unless you get key cards. But there we go. See, let's open all the doors. So you can actually do some proper role playing. This is two-sided glass again. Look, get your mind blown, Dazza. Two-sided glass, black glass on the other side. You can see inside the room. How's that? Wow. Also, you have got the all complete. I don't know where the fucking thing is, mind you. There we go. Oh, there we go. Red button. Engage lockdown. There we go. Snack them off. Excise yard. Go into our excise yards. We will be looking at doing the sort of thing where you can look into trash to get little weapons and all that sort of crap. Bring here, visitation room. Yes, name for roleplay. There you go. Look, nice little camera on as well for you, Nath. Stay inside there to get your fucking picture taken. You'll love that, won't you? There you go, the other side of the room. Obviously, they've all got the different rooftops. They will be broken into by the civilians. So you got your gates that can only be controlled by the officers again. That roleplay cafeteria just for you. You'd love that, won't you? A nice little lockdown button there again, I think. Yeah, there it is. Engage lockdown. When you send them to prison, we have got the showers. It's one of Nate's favourite places. What TFR are we using? Batman. If you're using the right, it is being used right now. The TFR is the latest version on the website, which is also going to be, it will install from the installer. So you don't need to touch it, you don't need to download it, it's all built into the installer. Where are there's a whole bunch of different solitary confinement. Let's stick them in that. Whole set of solitary confinement, prison. There we go. Nice little place for you to sit. Now, I believe, where is it? Where is it? It's down here. Yeah, here it is. So that can be all controlled by the person in the room. Just open all the cells up. There you go. All cells are now open, up and down. You can put emergency lockdown in place. And that shuts every door in the building. There you go. So we've got emergency lockdown. How nice is that? It will be escapable, of course, making its ability so you can escape. You're going to make a mayor with Secret Service. Maybe down the line we might look at doing the whole mayor system thing. It's not really top of my list at the moment to be looking at doing a mayor side of things. We can do it. The systems in here that we can implement it in. That's not an issue. It's just not really something I really want to focus on at the start. I mean, just to show on the vehicle side of things, these are all the different vehicles that we've got. So, you know, there's fucking tons of the bastard stuff in here. Weapons. Now, you can see how small this fucking bar is. These are all the weapons that I've got added into it. So weapons and clothing. There's just fucking so much. As you can see. And yeah, we are planning on adding drones. Yeah, drones is something that I would like to put inside of it. I'm sure. I mean, what we can do is... I'm not sure if... Ah, there we go. Arsenal. I want to get the server, I believe, in the next couple of weeks. When you say, Jim, the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'd like to get the server out there. We have got the mod pretty much finished now. You know, the mod is there, but we would like the server actually out in 2 or 3 weeks. It's just a lot of configs now that need doing. You know, we've got all these different weapons. Oh my god. All these different weapons that we've got to add inside the game. Yeah, motion blur, yeah. But there is a lot. I mean, these are all guns. Oh, there's a pink one. What the fuck is that? Nath, I found your weapon. I don't know. The isopod. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that, Nave? I mean... Yikes. Our economy's actually yeah, the mod pack I think is done, Jim. I think is done. I just need to double check it. I normally you can get about, depending what run. So the way that I'm kind of balancing the economy at the moment is the fact that if you say if you had a mil on you, you should get, you know, just I would say top tier level loadouts, 1.5 maybe. Think of the economy as the way that is on the place we play normally. It trash, is it? It looks fucking funny though. Oh my god, that is trash. Eesh. Yikes. Hello. Oh, I got a weird. That is a bit weird seeing me speak inside the game when I'm not actually doing anything. Kill the fucking. See what I mean? It's fucking terrible. 80k loadouts. I mean, 80k loadouts. We're looking at something a little bit less. You know, ANZUS is very low level economy, so you're talking about an 80k loadout. It's a pretty good loadout in ANZUS as far as I remember, but the runs are quite fucking low as well. Where I'm looking at more of an economy that is kind of based on what we're used to playing. So an 80k sort of loadout in ANZUS might be about 250k, 300k loadout here. What the fuck is that? We do have the news cameras around somewhere as well. I think they're in launchers. There we go. Gotta love a fucking news camera. Hello. We all know every role player in the world has gone to that. Sorry, it's 100k full rook. What you fucking what? Okay, well, we'll have a look. Can you shift G with the camera properly? I mean, best way to have a look at this is, let me go into civilian. Now the shops are currently already set up for the normal in-game weapons. So you can kind of see the sort of prices that are marked in over there. Doesn't matter really. Let's spawn there. Okay, let's have a look at the prices. Expert Rebel shop. Okay. So Mark 270 grand. That has got to be wrong. That is definitely fucking wrong. And Raheem at fucking 80. Yeah, that is definitely fucking wrong. Yikes. Let's go to the Rebel store where it's normal. Yeah, so the Rook price, this is a bit more about right. So yeah, Rook price is about 5.5. When the download is ready, give me a link on Discord and I'll hook it up on the website. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think that was meant to be a MK20, not a Mark 20. As you can see here, if we go through them, you kind of get the idea of the prices. So TRG is 26, Spar 16, 45. No, 80k is Spar 16S. MX 91. That's W91. Katiba. Yeah, I mean it's little economy stuff. Obviously, this hasn't got our shit in it yet. You wanted to have a look at the banks, didn't you? I I like the price. What a, yeah, no, it's good. Okay, so I better show you. I mean, to give you a speed thing. There you go. Our harvest speeds are quite fast. One of the problems we had in one of our previous builds of this was it's quite a slow harvest speed. So you can build, you can sit here, farm quite quickly, build your XP up. Go. And it gives you random things as well. So you're going to take that obviously to the supermarket. Hey, it's the supermarket. Let's go and sell. There you go. Got a nice famous bakery down the bottom here. Got a meth lab. This is one of our big runs. We're having a meth lab on it. We've put a bunch of bushes at the back of it now, so you can actually get in from the back. Let's go rob people. Oh shit! The old meth processor. Gang hideouts are pretty much in general normal places that people put gang hideouts. We've got two of them here. We've got one there, and we've got one over on this side as well. So we've got two different gang hideouts. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't even fucking remember what I was doing. Ah, banks. Yeah, you want to see the banks. Okay, so USS. This is Liberty. Well, I'm thinking of removing that. I think that's a good idea to keep. The problem with that, I mean, the reason why GTA and stuff like that, you know, and property, I totally agree with them in that sense, is you don't want to stop the whole player economy through one thing. The bank, it's not meant to be a bank. It's not like it's, you know, it's like you're never going to find a bank on a ship. It's because of its, yeah, it's sort of the sort of transport things and stuff like that. So the bank for ours is here. So you need a drill to drill into vault. For instance, I don't know if I've got it set up that I can just do this at the moment. Spawn. What do you require a drill? Got a drill. Don't think I've got enough players on. Well, obviously I haven't got enough players on. No way let me do it. I've got it set up for blue 4 to be on. What do you mean flawless, Bobby? We've played this bank, you know it fucking works. It's the same bastard bank. So yeah, you've got the bank on the ship. No, it doesn't work through pressure use. I'm sure this is. I've also got the vaults actually marked out now as well. So the bank area itself, and then I put a little marker for where the vault is as well, just so it's a lot easier for people to work out where I'm hiding stuff. So we don't use the normal bank system that you need 2 or more gang. Yeah, so if I haven't got gang members on, that's why. Honest question: what do you think is the worst thing about the server? What do I think is the worst thing about the server? Currently, in fact, I haven't got the fucking source files for it, but I don't know. At the moment, I would say the worst thing about the server is the design of how I want certain areas to work. So, for instance, this down here is need a lot of work before it's got to exactly where I want it. And same with the ships and stuff like that. They don't think you're going to be able to join the island and within a day or two have a massive fucking warship. It's just not, it's not the way it's going to be working. I can't really say there's any particular places that I don't particularly like at the moment because it's all still work in progress. I'm still got another month and a bit before I really bring it up. Same amount my back points to add you on Facebook. Broken. We have got an event arena. I thought I'd put a permanent event arena in. Something that was a little bit different. Why not? There we go. So I'll be hosting all different events here. So a little bit more stable. 2 different zones. Meet in the middle. And then sort of fight between those. I have 4. One of the things that really pisses me off is Lumberyard. Kind of pisses me off at the moment. I don't think it's particularly working greatly. Still have to do some work. I don't even know if I've got the fucking license for it yet. Yeah, let me have a look. License training. I must do. Okay. Now lumber is meant to. It was a bit of a problem on my last one. I need a fucking axe. Remove. Oh, Q doesn't work. 1. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, could we just window key it? Just a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. You're not aiming at a tree. I fucking am. There we go. Yeah, there you go. So they all got their own little icons on it. So, wood. Lumber processing. Let's go to lumber processing. One thing we're allowing on ours as well is the fact you can actually still move within a certain distance of everything. And if I have bullets, and fire while doing things like processing. Yeah. So that's going to be a bit more. Oh, we have. I don't know if you've seen it. And I haven't got it in this version of the mod yet, but we have added in the ability to shift space, which will allow you to turn into a ragdoll at any point, which is quite funny. And we have also added in movable and walkable cars. So sometimes when you get hit by a car, you don't have to fucking worry about being splattered everywhere. Okay, sell. Okay, right. So, for instance, spawn menu vehicles. I can't remember what the truck was called. Oh. What's the fucking truck called? Oh, got a Bugatti later on. Is the Black Hawk still a thing? You mean as in the aircraft? Yeah, I wish that was my car in real life. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like all the normal vehicles can be still bought and sold, as to say. I'm trying to find where the fucking truck is. Uh, it's not. You got that Batmobile. You do it. No, that's the texture side of the cars have gone now. Remove those. Don't need them. Where the fuck is it? Lamborghini, Porsche, Mad Max, McLaren. I can't find a fucking truck. Where is it? Can't be that, can it? GMC Savannah. No, it's not that. Skyline. No, Hato's not going to be a thing. Police and medics have the ability both to impound vehicles, but I'm not bringing Hato over now. Think she's going to be well upset. Trying to find his fucking truck. That is it? No, of course it's not that. Jag. How fucking annoying is that? I can't even find that goddamn fucking truck. It's on Mercs. Is it Mercedes, is it? Don't fucking give me that shit. Oh, of course. I know what it's doing. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Do you know what it's called, Dazza? You forgot what it was, one of the Mercs, right? Okay. Well, at least that puts some of the. I feel I'm just gonna give up. That's a police car. Oh, yeah. No truck. I guess if I type in truck, it doesn't turn up either, does it? Truck. No, that would be quite simple if that was the case. I love the cut of this. Untextured cars. No, you don't need textures on it. I think there. Why do you like Range Rovers so much? I'm sure there's Range Rovers. There you go. Just choose a couple of different ones. See, Range Rovers. You happy, Jim? There's enough fucking Range Rovers there for you. That one's even got green fucking wheels. Look at that. Yeah, happy with that. And what were you after? A Nissan GTR. Let's have a look. I'm sure I've seen a Nissan GTR. Yeah, there you go. Got 3 different GTRs. Is there a Ford Fiesta? I don't think there's a Ford Fiesta. I'm sure I looked at that. Ford. Oh, there is. There's a fucking Ford Fiesta. There you go. Yeah, you got a Ford Fiesta. How's that? I think one's called the Benz Actra. Let's find it, shall we? Benz. Ah, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, he's going to be quite good getting across the island. I do like him. And that's another big shop that we're putting in at the moment. I think the fact that we've got about, I think we're looking at, by the end of this, we're going to have about 400 or 500 different vehicles. Well, we've got a lot more than that, actually. But seeing vehicles like this going across is going to be pretty good. I'm also in the process, as you can see in front of us, of building a bridge. It's not quite adding the D3S helicopters. Yes, the helis are in there. Everything from it's in it, mate. The whole fucking lot. I could make that into a stunt jump, actually, like an unfinished bridge. I'll make it a little bit higher first. And we'll just make it into like an unfinished bridge. Just leave it like that, just randomly floating. Somebody get Welsh on this. It's like fucking trucking simulator. He'll love it. Cheers, Jim. Sorry, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on for. I'm just No, we're not going for. No, not going for. It is a custom. It's custom design, but it's not a custom map. You know what I mean? It's not. We're not going to do quite what Zulu did. I wish we fucking could do what Zulu did. Jesus Christ, I'd be well fucking happy if I could do what Zulu did. But unfortunately, I have no idea how the fuck they've done what they've done. Not a fucking clue. So this is going to be one of the vehicles that's got some of the highest amount of capacity space on the server. Obviously going to be, they're not going to be like extortionately expensive. Yeah, that's what I was on about, Dazza. That's Zulu, the Russian Altus server. It's fucking unreal. It is unreal, but yeah, let's just jump that. It is unreal. I even tried to speak to him about like using the map, and then we were talking about it, and then we just kind of realised something, and that's how the fuck have they got Yeah, Size Syndicate. Yeah, he went on it. How the fuck did they get the source files for that map? And the fact is, they wouldn't have got it in any legal way. So if that's the case, then I'd probably say the likelihood is if I ended up putting up a... No, that's the point, Nath. You can't rebuild it because you need the source files. And yes, of course, Russian hacker. They've got it fucking dodgily. I will be shut down so fucking quickly. So fucking quickly. Where's the helipad gone? It was over there, wasn't it? Kavala Helicopter Depot. Uh, yeah, you could you, Nave? You could easily make altars. There you go, ladies and gents. I've got one up on Answers now. I've got vehicles that blow up as soon as they're fucking hit by something. Beautiful. Pull downs, what you on about? No pull downs there. It's just admin jumping like that. Yeah, so Kavala's going to change as I go along things. So as you can see, a lot of the trees have already been changed. Obviously got the helipads and that as well. I've redone the rocks. I've now got a bit of bush cover on them. Yeah, most of the I've taken out pretty much all the palm trees. They've gone, except for a couple like near the beach, and replaced them with actual greener trees. Made them slightly invincible as well, so they're not knocked down every 2 fucking seconds. The trees changed. Yes, fucking alright. Kiss my ass. It's a lot of fucking trees to change, you know, prick. We've got 2 different gold bar dealers. You can get the gold bars from like shipwrecks. I just need to get that fucking zombie zone working. Ah, well, I think I just died. Ha! Beautiful. There we go. yeah, but that's pretty much it really. I mean, obviously it's all about all the different codes you've got going in and all the different new bits and pieces. There's quite a lot in here. Some of it we don't want to quite show just yet, not until it's working anyway. They're just trying to get the map working properly and all the different pieces. I thought I'd show you around it a little bit. Got two different, got money laundering and money exchange. That'd be fun. That's all been put up in the castle. There we go. So yeah, we've got our money launderer, and then you've got to take the money launderer and put it into the exchange. Ha! Will you be able to loot after killing? No. Now, one thing that we do differently to other modded servers is that a part of our initiation stuff is that, you know, if you put your hands up and all that sort of majiggy wig, as to say, P players can strip you. If they win a situation, then the winning team, whoever won that side, can rob you. Simple as they've won the situation. They deserve to have your gear. Pretty basically, they should have your gear. It's part of the thing. Can you run with hands down, hands up, and lie down? That is something we are added in. It's not in just yet, but we are adding in the running with your hands up simulation. That's already on the cards. I can't remember if I've got. I don't think I've got this anymore. Housing system works quite well. Let me show you the housing system. It's by house. 2 storage containers. Okay, so you don't have enough money. Ah, beautiful. Okay, right. So let's add 10 mil. There we go. So will you be able to loot after? Yeah, you will be able to loot after a gang. So after the 2 gangs have had a fight, it all depends who the winner is. So get out of house. It's my fucking house now, right? So say gang A is fighting gang B. Gang A kill pretty much everyone on gang B's side. Gang B basically has got 5 minutes to have somebody role play of them, and then they can kill themselves. And same with that death thing, you can't kill yourself until 5 minutes have passed. A medic can pick them up. Once a medic has picked them up, then they can be robbed if they've got them in handcuffs and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of people already know this sort of stuff. That's what we've grown up on, right? Because I've just bought the house. Let's view the door. There we go. So now the house is locked up. Now, the difference with our houses to one server we normally play on, obviously there's no box in it. Have to go buy the box. That can hold up to 2 boxes. So market. Let's buy a big one and let's buy a small one. There we go. Okay, so wherever you place this in your house, it will then stay in there. So you can decide where to place it in your house, and then that's what it will be. So for instance, I'm going to place that there, and I'm then going to place my smaller one in over here, and they will stay there. Now that'll be saved to the database, although we always suggest to quickly just sync the data after you've done something like that. Go, it's on the crate. There it is again. Can unlock it. It has got an inventory as well, so the box will have a virtual inventory, and you can store in these virtual inventories illegal and legal stuff. One of my favourite things is, I know it's really fucking simple, but nighttime. So our nighttime is a lot lighter. This is how our nighttime is. It's not pitch black. That's how it's always been on our servers. So, but one of the things we like to do is to add a little bit of life into it. We'll go into here and we'll just turn on the lights. Hey, look at that. Bit of fun. That works in all the houses. So they've all got their own custom lighting points. Just to show you the sort of distance you can see, let's just go up here. Let's settings. Let's turn the view distance all the way up. Computer's probably not going to like this. It's ground vehicle air. Okay. So this is pitch black at night. I don't think it's too dark. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's kind of where we're at the moment. Like I said, it's a lot of just fucking building stuff into it. They're going to abuse what? The lighting system, or what? I don't get what you're saying. What they're going to abuse? The sirens are currently the default sirens we had on, but we are going to change them to something a little bit more, you know, normal. I'd say that they'll probably sound a bit more sort of like American sirens, to be quite honest. I prefer them. There you go, Wick. How do you like to look at that? Let's go for that. I think there's a big difference. We're not going to particularly allow people to. There'll be rules protecting things like that. You know, when it comes to a situation, there's only a certain distance in that situation that those members can fire within. You know, it's not like I'm expecting them to go sit out 10, 12 clicks away and be able to fucking snipe people. That'd just be silly. You got to put protection in for that. Tell you what, as well, going almost 300 down these roads and actually, shit, and actually being able to fucking steer is a big difference. Oops. Okay, so there we go. That's what's coming in at the moment. We've got to that stage now where a lot of it is actually doing things, putting in config files and putting all the features in. Building the mod was enough, as to say. But I'm pretty much going to be leaving it there, guys. I've loaded some of them. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving it there. I'm going to go play some Grand Theft Arma. But I will see you all